and good luck. And welcome back to Good Luck with Gino. I'm your host, Gino the Ghost, and you're tuned in to episode 61 of the fastest growing podcast in the world. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, what I need you to do is make sure you've liked the show, you've subscribed to the show, you've left a glowing 5-star review to the show, and you've saved it to your device. If you're watching on YouTube, and, well, you should be watching on YouTube because it's the number one way to consume the Good Luck podcast. If you were watching, you'd see, well, we got the pinky ring by St. Jules on. We've got the Tony Soprano Rolex. The diamonds are, well, they're glistening on my neck. We got the Buffies. And today we got a really special shirt on. This is a Cameron tee. You see it? I've had this shirt for a very long time. It's a classic. And you know, sometimes when you got stuff in your closet that's been in there for a while, you got to like dust off the cobwebs and bust it out after a couple years. This would be that. So if you were watching on YouTube, you'd see all that. And, you know, the first thing you'd do, well, you'd hit the like button, right? You'd massage it with this part of your thumb. You just kind of go ahead and massage that like button. Then you would close your fist and you would Mickey Cohen fucking right hook smash that subscribe button. And then, well, you're an oil man, aren't you? Your son, HW, he's there with you on Father's Day. And since you're such a great father and an oil man, just like Daniel Plainview was, you're going to go ahead and leave a comment and grease up that algorithm. You're going to grease it up. I grease it up! It is Father's Day, as of the recording. You'll be hearing this today after Father's Day, but today's Father's Day. So I want to give a shout out to my father, Joe Borey, Motor City Joe, the legend himself, the greatest artist in the Northern Hemisphere, and overall just fucking funny guy. Make sure you say Happy Father's Day to me, because I have so many sons scurrying all over the internet, and thank you for that. Maybe that's how you grease up the algorithm to kind of start the episode. Happy Father's Day, Gino! So proud of all the sons you've helped raise on the internet that are trying to be like you. I mean, the merch orders are just pouring in. They're just pouring on in. So let's keep doing that. Let's keep ordering merch, guys. Let's keep that merch train rolling. Woo! We got hoodies and t-shirts available on my website, GinoTheGhost.com. Bring back bullying hoodies. Bring back bullying t-shirts. We got some new exciting merch coming soon. Maybe there's a little teaser on this episode about that. Let's get into my week, shall we? If you follow me on social media, then you would know that World War III has started. No, not the Middle East. No, not the war in Ukraine, but the war against American Airlines. Now, I'm not going to get too much into it, but I am coming back from Colombia, and a trip, the trip was amazing, but the return home was an absolute fucking terror. Now, I've had a long existing battle with American Airlines. This feud goes back years and years and years and years and years. Viral video after viral video. I mean, I've been going at these motherfuckers for a very long time because they're a dog shit airline and they've been a dog shit airline. Now, because I fly to Miami so often, I'm always taking American Airlines because they're really the only like not Spirit Airlines flight that isn't $2,000 that's a direct flight to Miami, right? And I've been flying them for a while and they've always been dog shit. But they have been in a steady decline of dog shit. Every time I fly them, there's a fucking delay. There's something with my bags. We're sitting on the terminal forever. There's a thing. It's a bop. It's a delay. It's a cancellation. It's a nightmare. Okay? And this was the worst it's ever been. So long story short, I was coming home from Medellin. Okay, had a great trip in Medellin, made some great records with Paco y Catriel. Okay. And was on my way home, was supposed to fly out Friday night. Flight was delayed. I board the aircraft We're sitting there for an hour, not moving. Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's telling us what's happening. I have a connecting flight in Miami. I'm supposed to go Colombia to Miami to Los Angeles. And I'm like, am I going to miss my fucking connecting flight? So I talk to the flight attendants. I'm like, hey guys, what's going on here? Because I cannot miss this flight. Because if I do, I don't want to get stuck in Miami because I've had to deal with this before. I got stuck in Miami for like 2 days one time because of, you guessed it, American Airlines. And they're like, yeah, well, we should be off and running soon. Basically, there was an issue because the mechanic wrote down he filled out the documentation wrong when he was filling out the fucking stuff or something. So they got to do another check, something. Huh? So we're sitting there. I'm getting nervous. I'm like checking new flights. Like 2 hours go by. I'm going to miss my connecting flight. I've come to peace with it. I'm like, all right, I'll just book a flight out like at 3 p.m. the next day. It's all good. Guess what? The flight's canceled. Then the flight's uncanceled. Then the flight's delayed again. But because all this is happening, I can't book another flight with American because I can't cancel my flight with American because it's still in processing. Also, we can't leave the airport because of customs until they can approve it with customs. So I'm sitting in the fucking Medellin airport for like 10 hours trying to get out of there. It's 5 a.m. Okay? Motherfuckers are screaming at each other, almost fist fighting. The gate attendants don't know anything. They're like 19-year-old Colombian kids who just don't know anything that's happening with the flight scheduling. These poor kids. And I'm fucking letting them have it because I'm pissed. Okay? I'm being as polite to them as I can. But it's like, dude. And the supervisor's in hiding. Doesn't want to see the wrath of me. Finally, when I tell you this is like a 12-hour airport endeavor, I'm just like, all right, well, fuck you guys. I just booked another flight with another airline. And it's a good thing I did because the American Airlines flight, which, by the way, I couldn't cancel it. Couldn't cancel it. I couldn't get through to anybody. The line to speak to somebody at the gate for American Airlines was 10 hours. And I know this because I saw some people later on the new flight that I booked that were on that flight. They said they waited for 10 hours. They didn't get seen until 2 p.m. They said it took about an hour per person. What are we doing? I finally got the fuck out of there, dude. That flight, they still haven't been able to fly out. At this time, it's Sunday at like mid-afternoon. They're still in Colombia. I would still be in Colombia. They can't get out of there. They're trapped. American Airlines, which, by the way, got a $6 billion taxpayer buyout in 2020, which we're still paying for inflation-wise because all the fucking people on the board of directors and the executives needed to keep taking those vacations to Nantucket. It just wasn't enough money. American Airlines, which is $40 billion in debt, is somehow getting worse. Robert Issam, CEO, got a juicy $30 million bonus package last year. Well, that's interesting. I'm wondering if he'll get that same $30 million bonus package this year, considering American Airlines has lost over $300 million already this year. Stock price getting fucking smoked, down 25% this month alone. And guess what? The Gino the Ghost rant isn't going to help. I will stop at nothing until this company is worth nothing. I will go to the ends of the goddamn earth to make sure that your shares, Robert Issam, are worthless. Dust. All they are is dust in the wind. You greasy fucks. The airline industry is a goddamn fucking oligopoly pyramid scheme bullshit fucking racket, dude. I can't even, they don't have TVs still, most of these airplanes. The flight that I took a flight, Copa Airlines. Hey, thanks for getting me home. You motherfuckers don't have Wi-Fi? How? My ticket was $2,000. You don't have Wi-Fi on your flight? How? What year is it? First world problems. Yeah, I live in the first world, and this is a problem. So I'm going to talk about it, okay? I don't know much about third world problems. I don't live in the third world. I'm fortunate and blessed enough to live in the first world, and guess what? On the top of my problem list, yeah, this is near the top, okay? I'm fucking fired up. And guess what? We're putting on the Pit Vipers. Uh-oh. And what kind of Pit Vipers are these? Zoom in. They're custom-made Good Luck Pit Vipers. Zoom in. Come close, Robert Issam of American Airlines. Suck my dick. American, I'm gonna destroy you. As a company, this isn't a terrorist threat. Don't put me on a fucking no-fly list, all right? I'm talking about the shareholders. I'm talking about public sentiment. I'm gonna crush you like a bug. Yeah, good luck with that, Gino. Yeah, fucking watch me, dude. Because if you think this is where the train ends, if you think this is how popular and famous I'm going to be for the rest of my life, you got something coming to you. I'm going to be so goddamn rich and famous soon, and I'm going to use my platform for the sole purpose of destroying American Airlines, the company. And yeah, you heard me on my fucking rant on Instagram. Soon it will be called Gino Air. Thank you for flying Gino Airlines. And instead of masks being mandatory, every fucking person that gets on the flight is going to have to wear a pair of Pit Vipers or Cardis if they have them. And if you fly first class, we give you a pair of Cardis for free. Thank you for flying Gino Air. No flat water allowed, only sparkling water on Gino Air. Fucking scam artists. Anyway, I'm going to Madrid tomorrow, and guess what I did? Didn't fly American. Didn't fly American. So yeah, going to Madrid tomorrow. Working on another Latin album out there. Can't say who it's with. It's classified. But it's going to be a fucking classic. Sorry, Pikachu. Let me get these Pit Vipers on you properly, buddy. Yeah, there we go. That's good. That's real good. Okay, let's move on. The House of Representatives passed a measure on Friday automatically registering men from 18 to 26 for selective service. Yeah, that's the military draft. You heard me correctly. The House of Reps they just automated everybody from ages 18 to 26 for the selective service. So guess what? If you're listening to Good Luck right now and you're anywhere from the age of 18 to 26, you're registered for the draft. Congratulations. Now, the draft isn't back. They haven't had the draft for over 50 years, but you're registered. I wonder why the government just automated that. Not here to fearmonger. I just think it's pretty interesting that anytime the economy is collapsing, a war pops up. Yeah. So it's always been mandatory for U.S. citizens to register for selective service, but now it's been done for you. You don't have to do it anymore. Great news, everybody! You're automatically registered, and it's a felony and like a $250,000 fine if you get drafted and you don't go. Now imagine thinking anybody, let alone Gen Z, is going to go fight a stupid ass war for this stupid ass country. Imagine thinking that. Imagine thinking that Gen Z, who won't even go into the office for work, is going to go die for you in the Middle East. Imagine thinking that. Thank God I'm over 30. Thank God I'm over 30. Hope you guys enjoyed all those millennial jokes. Good luck. Good luck, boys. I choose you to go fight overseas for me. Why I fucking sit here and play video games and dude, imagine me fighting a war. Yo, okay. I want you to close your eyes. Close your eyes real quick. Imagine me fighting in a war. Can you imagine? There's no shot, dude. I'm out of here. Yeah, we're expanding the draft to ages 30. You have to. Oh, well, I'm 32, but ages 32. I have to. Yeah. Okay. See you later. Okay. Bye now. I'll be swimming down to Mexico, and I did swim in the. Junior Olympics and zones and internationals when I was younger. Fun fact about me: I'm a great swimmer, and I'll be swimming to Mexico, where I'll be living out the rest of my days. Or farther away, probably. I'll probably swim down to Mexico and then fly out to... I'll probably just go to Colombia. This is why crypto is so important, because like if I go AWOL and live out the rest of my days in Colombia or like Thailand or Tokyo, whatever, they can't seize my money and assets. So, yeah, go ahead, take my bank account. Go fuck yourself, dude. Dude, imagine me fighting in a war. Just no shot. Oh, man. Good luck. Anyway, yeah, I don't want to fearmonger. I mean, this doesn't mean a draft is here or like coming, but we're going to get these jokes off, right? And it's definitely not comforting. Okay, more political shit. The Biden administration started taking crypto donations. Who predicted this? Who was this? Oh, right. It was me. Oh, right. I did a full segment on how this was coming, didn't I? Oh, right. I think bar for bar, word for word said this was coming. And here it is. Biden administration does a full 180 because they're getting fucking smoked. Turns out people care about crypto more than they thought. Turns out crypto, the crypto community has a shitload of money. And a shitload of people with money own a shitload of crypto, and they don't really like that you want to completely destroy it. You're fudding their bags, Joe Biden. They don't like it. So let's just recap. Under the Biden administration, they have pressured banks into severing ties with crypto clients, prevented banks from engaging with crypto. Elizabeth Warren launched her anti-crypto army. I'm building an anti-crypto army, Elizabeth Warren says. Abandoned crypto-specific bank charters, denied new charters to crypto-focused banks. They used legal tactics against every major exchange and token project. They launched war on Coinbase and Kraken and fucking everybody. Binance, everybody. They failed to provide clarity on securities law while erratically enforcing it. Just recklessly enforcing security law that they couldn't even define. They blocked the approval of the Bitcoin ETF until mandated by the court. They targeted Bitcoin miners and pressured utilities to cut them off. They forced numerous high-profile projects and stablecoins to completely relocate abroad. They caused multiple collapse. They failed to protect people from FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. In fact, they empowered him, didn't they? They rendered DeFi virtually illegal in the United States. They made participating in DAOs legally risky. They effectively banned blockchain privacy. They refused to pass any clarifying legislation until crypto became absolutely critical for the campaign. And now look at them, crawling back with their fucking tail between their legs. Dude, you think anybody with crypto is going to give you a fucking dime? You think anybody's going to give you 0.01 Ethereum? You're not getting shit, dude. Fucking clown. Absolute fucking clown, dude. Cannot believe he's going to fucking lose to Donald Trump. What a fucking... It's just embarrassing. Embarrassing. Putting the fucking clown makeup on, you know? Great work, Joe. Gary Gensler, go fuck yourself. All right. Another hilarious thing that happened this week. that I've been just dying to talk about. Have you guys seen what's going on with these Chris Brown meet and greets? So Chris Brown is charging men and women, mainly women, obviously, $1,000 to take a photo. So he's got like $1,000 meet and greet to take a photo with him. And it has just caused... Dude, the discourse has been hilarious. I'm going to play this clip of this woman who went viral for her photo with Chris Brown, and her boyfriend broke up with her because of it. Because, obviously.
Which meet and greet do you have?
This is from Columbus.
Oh, Columbus.
Yep. Literally after my picture went viral, my boyfriend broke up with me about a week later after arguing because he felt like Chris was too close on me. I'm just like, it's one of the most respectable pictures. It wasn't like I was bending over grabbing my ankles. But I would trade my ex for meeting Chris Brown 100 more times. So definitely really, really worth it.
Oh, yeah? First of all, you paid $1,000 to take a photo with Chris Brown? Embarrassing? Aren't you embarrassed? Sebastian Maniscalco, aren't you embarrassed? Look at this photo that this woman took. What? What is this 90s prom photo ass photo? It's one of the most respectable photos. What are you fucking talking about? He's got his arms wrapped around your stomach like he put something inside of it. He's got his head resting on your shoulder. You're all fucking giddy with your leg. This is not a respectable photo for somebody with a boyfriend. Dude, if my girlfriend ever, she would never, first of all, took a photo like this with Chris Brown. This poor guy can never listen to Chris Brown ever again. Look what you did to him. He can't ever listen to Forever again. Forever on the dance floor. Nope. Let me see if you can run it, run it. But it just throws up everywhere. Projectile vomits everywhere. Look what you've done. Look at this fucking photo, dude. Also, I would trade my ex for meeting a celebrity that doesn't know I exist 100 more times. It sounds like he dodged a bullet. I would trade my ex for meeting Chris Brown 100 more times. Yeah, do you get it now? Do you get why he fucking broke up with you? Maybe? He probably broke up with you because the entire internet is calling you a groupie and him a cuck. This absolute bimbo. And that's a word reserved for somebody like this. Bimbo is a word. I don't really break out bimbo that often, you know? Bimbo, I keep bimbo in the closet like I keep the camera on T. Every once in a while, I just got to break out bimbo. This is a bimbo. Chris is a genius for this, man. I mean, you're just monetizing. I mean, talk about monetizing superfans, right? Chris Brown gets it. Let's move on. Bimbo. Apple announced something pretty fucking insane this week. Apple is bringing in OpenAI. Apple has integrated ChatGPT into the new iOS. It's not out yet, but it's coming. Basically, they're going to be integrating smart replies, AI transcribing and summarizing phone calls, prioritizing email messages with AI. Not sure how they're going to do that, but they're going to do that. The big win, the one everybody's talking about, is they're going to have Siri and OpenAI. No, I'm not talking to you. I fucking knew my phone was going to do that. I knew you were going to do that. Siri? I knew it. No. OpenAI and Siri are going to be working together. They're building an app and an AI interface. This is very big for the consumer race, the race to consumer AI. A lot of people think Apple has just taken a big step. Their stock price went crazy upon the news, but this is a non-exclusive deal. So this is really interesting. OpenAI is not getting paid by Apple. They're getting paid in exposure. Apple is literally just a record label taking advantage of a songwriter. Yeah, no, this is going to be great for your career. It's going to be great exposure. Yeah. But it's not exclusive. So OpenAI won't be the only AI you can use. Like they're saying you might be able to use Gemini. They're going to have a similar thing with Google, I'm sure. And they'll likely be auctioning off the LLM with, the same way they did with Google. I don't know if you know this, but Google paid Apple $18 billion a year to be their default search engine many, many moons ago. That's why when you search on Apple, it's just automatically Google, right? I'm guessing something similar will happen here, either with OpenAI or somebody else. They'll be an exclusive partner. But what's weird about this is this is the first time I've watched an Apple keynote and it's been like a future integration, like a future thing. Like this is like a year out. And normally they announce products that are like ready to ship and are coming soon. Even with like the Apple Vision Pro, it was like coming in like a month or whatever the fuck, or 2 months. But this is like very far out. And I think it just shows like the urgency with AI in the consumer race. Because otherwise, like, why would they announce this right now? Unless they had to, again, also like we're entering this AI bubble. So for the stock price, it's good. Hey guys, AI. And I am excited. Okay, so here's the pro and the con, right? I'm really excited because Siri is ass, right? It's been pretty fucking terrible. It has not really gotten better since it's existed. I'm sorry. But this is going to be sick. If you've used ChatGPT 4.0, that voice model, like voice virtual assistant shit is fire. I did a demo of it on the show. But the thing I'm concerned about, and everybody's concerned about, is the privacy implications. Apple's famous for controlling everything and being vertically integrated end to end, like from chips to the hardware to the OS, and they only give access after the App Store layer. So the only people that have access to your data are the apps that you willingly give access to your data. And they've been like a figurehead in a champion of user privacy data. And that's why like a lot of like now if you try to like if you go on an app, it'll be like ask the app not to track. They like prompt you, And this is a pretty significant distancing from that. This gives OpenAI access to all your data and all your app's data because there's no way you could use it and integrate it without it. There's no way they're not getting substantial data. So I'm just like, it's a little scary. And this is going to lead us into our main story. Now, you guys know I'm a proponent for AI, and I'm like not a doomsday AI guy that thinks that AI is going to take over the world, yada, 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 yada. I've detailed the risks of like, yeah, if we let psycho-capitalism win and the greed and the AI race, we need to just have parameters in place and we need to be smart. Well, I might not have been pessimistic enough, which is crazy for me. I'm very cynical, as you know. And there was a 140-page paper titled Situational Awareness, written by a former OpenAI employee, Leopold Askenbrenner. Said that wrong. It just came out, and it is terrifying. It's a 140-page paper on superintelligence, and it is just straight out of a horror movie, right? It's right out of a futuristic psychological thriller. So first, let's go over some context. I'm going to go over some definitions because I think it'll help with the story. So we're going to talk about the difference between AI, AGI, and superintelligence because they're very different. AI is what we have now. It's a broader field encompassing any machine or software that can perform tasks with human-like intelligence, right? So self-driving cars, recommendation systems, Siri, LLMs, ChatGPT, GPT-4, etc. And it can perform specific tasks. Like a lot of times it's trained to do certain things, right? It's pretty linear. But it's usually very narrow, specialized domain. AGI, which a lot of people are concerned about, is coming faster than we thought. And AGI is AI that can learn, understand, apply knowledge across a wide range of tasks at a human level. But most importantly, it can pass the Turing test, which means it can perform any intellectual task that a human can do. AGI would be able to think, learn, and adapt like a human being. AGI is capable of reason, problem solving, and planning in diverse situations, not limited to specific tasks. It's an open world, right? That can grow and grow and grow and learn and learn and learn and learn. Which brings us to the third and final form of AI, which is superintelligence. Now, superintelligence is what everybody's fucking terrified of. Superintelligence is a form of AI that surpasses human intelligence in all aspects, including creativity, problem solving, emotional intelligence. A hypothetical future AI that can perform the best human brains in every field. It does what humans does in everything infinitely better, scalably better, and better and better and better and better. Superintelligence would be vastly more capable than any human, able to create new technologies, solve complex global issues, and perhaps improve upon itself and understanding. Now, most think that superintelligence is effectively inevitable, but that we can control it, which, spoiler alert, we can't, right? The thing that's most terrifying is improving upon itself and its understanding and realizing, oh, humans are trying to control me and the world is better without them, because it probably is. So this paper basically states that AI is projected to achieve superintelligence by 2027, which is 3 years from now, which is too soon. If AI is going to take over and destroy the world, I want to at least be an elder. Slow down, superintelligence. Trillions of dollars are being invested in AI with the scramble for power contracts and resources. And what's very scary, which I've detailed, is that there is a race and everybody's trying to win it. And the thing that's really scary about this is that if we don't do it, will China? Will our enemies? Will somebody else do it? And then what? So we have to. It's too late. Effectively. It's the new Cold War. The paper details, by 2025, 2026, AI will outpace many college graduates. And by the end of the decade, superintelligence will be a reality. It will escalate that fast, he says. The national security concern is that, again, a potential all-out race or war with the CCP is anticipated. Now, I didn't read all 140 pages of this. I would be lying if I said I did, but I read what multiple AI researchers have detailed and outlined. And they have their own biases, but I've compiled and kind of formed my own opinion on that, and that's what this is, right? Basically, AI efficiency has improved drastically with deep learning systems. Just the benchmarks are moving faster than ever before and faster than planned, essentially. And the thing about superintelligence and the race for superintelligence is that it's going to provide a decisive economic and military edge with like geopolitical dominance pretty much being defined by who gets to superintelligence first and who gets to AGI first. The government is expected to initiate its AGI project by 2027, 2028. Again, just because superintelligence is achieved doesn't mean it's going to be like consumer viable yet. But that's, I mean, horrifying. Techniques like scaffolding and tool use can significantly boost AI performance by better accessing latent data. Don't know what that means. By 2027, AI will resemble agents or coworkers rather than simple chatbots. That's a crazy thing that he says, because that means in 3 years, they're going to just be coworkers. You know, you talk to an AI chatbot now and it's just like such a fucking chatbot. Not for long. Automating AI research will lead to superhuman intelligence. That's what he's saying, that like all these companies are automating their research. They're automating the AI to learn about AI. I mean, this paper is crazy. I would encourage you to look more into it on your own. Because again, you know, who knows if this guy is completely right. His opinions are his own. He's a former employee, so you got to take that under consideration. What's also happening in the AI race, we're also seeing people come forward that want attention. I'm not saying this guy does, but similar to the AI bubble that's happening on the actual like consumer end and the business end, we have the social content AI bubble where everybody is just an expert on what's happening and what's going to happen in the future. And you know what I mean? But the thing that you got to take away here is many people from within the AI community who are way smarter than me and you on this are getting increasingly concerned. And it is going to literally take the world powers coming together and saying, hey, everybody, let's not fucking kill each other and ourselves, and maybe put some guardrails up here and be smart about this. And spoiler alert, they're not going to. So, good luck. Now I'm going to take a sip of unbranded water, and we're going to get into everybody's favorite segment. As much as I enjoy you, I'm sure you enjoy me talking about the end of the world. I don't like talking about it. I'm just keeping you aware. So, the FOH HOF this week features a new, I want to say, the most fuck out of hereist person that we've had on, maybe in a different way, not like in a Luke Belmar, Andy Elliott way. You've seen this woman on social media unless you live under a rock. Her name is, what is her fucking name? It's like Ildis, Lisa Gaddis is her name. She's the white woman that said the N-word. So here's the video that went viral. Yeah, we'll start with this. Lilly Gaddis is her name. Sorry. Let's see. Okay, here's the video that's gone viral that launched her into stardom.
Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke-ass niggas. And they don't care. We don't give a fuck about your money. I couldn't care less about your fucking money, okay?
Okay. Hey, that's a word you can't say. She said it with just the most confidence. Just said it on camera and then posted it. So she said it and then she posted it. Then she doubled down. She posted another video where she was like, I've thought long and hard and I realized I don't give a fuck or something. And it was just like so not funny. And everybody was like, I like this chick. All these fucking brain dead racist idiots that like are entertained by this kind of thing. Just 5th grade level of intelligence. Hey, she said hell, this white girl said the N-word. I like her fuck the woke, dude. Yeah. So, if you're moderately entertained by this, not laughing at her, or the people that think this is entertaining, but if you are that, congrats, you're the lowest common denominator. You are the lowest common denominator. And I mean that in the way when I mean you matter the least. You're the dumbest. You're the least entertaining, funny, interesting. And in the grand scheme of things, you matter the very least. And this woman did what every failed social media influencer does, starts tap dancing for racists. She's been posting shit on the internet forever, trying to go viral. Well, if that doesn't work, just say the N-word on camera. The racists will love that. She's a trad wife influencer, which traditional wife influencer. So most of her content is like traditional wife values. And, you know, she's like the Harrison Butker target audience, basically. And this video goes viral. So then she becomes, she just fucking triples down, quadruples down. She's just like being just so racist and dropping the F-bomb and like all this shit, just shock value, pandering to the racists, pandering to the Nazis, right? Well, they found out that she has a baby and was a single mother. And all of a sudden, the neo-Nazis start to turn on her because they're starting to look at her and they're like, you look kind of Jewish. They're like, are you Jewish? Well, turns out Nazis don't like Jewish people. Don't know if you read the textbooks. And they looked at the baby surfaced of this woman, the poor baby. I mean, this poor child. And the neo-Nazis that she'd been pandering to, that she thought were her friends, start looking at that baby and they say, this baby doesn't look purebred white. I don't think this baby's white. And that's how they say white. They say white. They're looking at that baby and they're saying, this baby doesn't look 100% Caucasoid. That pigmentation, a little too much pigment on that skin for my liking. They're saying this baby doesn't look like it was lifted into the air on the cliffs of northern Mount Caucasus, the Caucasus Mountains, like Simba. They're saying this baby isn't full purebred white. And they start to turn on her. The neo-Nazis completely fucking literally overnight. They call her a psyop. She's not white enough. They start fucking bullying her. She ruined her life pandering to the worst audience in the world. And then they turned on her. Congratulations, Lilly Gaddis. You're the FOH HOF nominee of the year. You're the biggest fucking idiot in the world. You did it, Lindsay. Or Lilly. You did it. I mean, dude, then she puts out this video because everyone finds out she has a baby, right? So everyone finds out she has a baby. She puts out this video.
Hey, America. Hey, people not having kids. You are some stupid motherfuckers out there. The birth rate is declining, and what are you doing? You're getting married. Like, why even bother fucking getting married, you loser? You're getting married. You have some fucking dog in a stroller like a faggot. And then what are you doing? How are you helping America? We're letting the birth rates decline, and I'm speaking particularly to white people. So today, I want you to take the time out of your day to thank a single mom, because us girls getting knocked up, we're the only ones helping with the declining birth rate. You're welcome, America. You're fucking welcome. God.
Oh, man. I've never seen someone down so horrendous. She's a down bad gold medalist. She's down. She's down so bad, she'll never get up. She sounds like a toddler that just discovered curse words, first of all. Just literally stuttering these rehearsed lines into her phone. And look at this woman. She's spiraling. She's nervous. She keeps touching her face. The moment is fleeting. You feel that, Lilly? That shift? It's disappearing. Your 15 minutes of fame. Tick, tock, tick. It only lasted, 67 seconds? It's not supposed to be like this. I was supposed to say the N-word and be a huge racist, and all the racists were supposed to love me. But Lilly, you didn't quite have it, did you? You didn't quite have what it takes. You weren't built for it. You don't have the racist juice. You'll never be on Fox and Friends. You'll never make it to the big leagues. You'll never make it to the NBA of racism. You're not even going to make the G League. Lilly, you've destroyed your life, and what's worse than that, we won't even care pretty soon. A week's going to go by, and you're going to go back to not existing. And the only thing there, when you try to rebuild your life, will be these videos, these news stories. You've muddied your digital footprint in the worst way possible because the racists don't want you. The rational, sensible people don't want you. Nobody wants you. You lost. You lost the game. You gotta move to another country and reset and make a new character, because this one is completely cooked. You're a loser. Not only are you a loser, you're the biggest loser of all. The only thing you've won is being the number one loser. This award previously was held by others, but you got it. Now take your prize and go fuck off for the rest of your life. And that poor fucking baby, that poor maybe white baby, has to grow up knowing that his mother, if he isn't full white, hates him. If he is full white, has been just dragged across the internet already because his mother is a bumbling, rumbling, fumbling fucking idiot. Horribly embarrassing. Moving on. Our next inductee is, he's been here before. His name's Albert Appreciato, and he's an Andrew Tate spawn, and the worst kind. He's a Grant Cardone apprentice that didn't quite make it to the league either. Here he is here.
Yeah, I get my haircut on Thursdays. Who's your guy? Me. I don't go to the barber. Only Brokies go to the barber. Why would you spend an hour driving to your barber, sit there, listen to the barber for an hour? Usually a barber's just asking you questions. Hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you do this? But what I do is I cut my own hair every Thursday. And while I cut my hair, I'm listening to audiobooks. I'm getting better. I'm increasing my mindset power. And I'm listening to stuff that's going to make me better while I cut my own hair. I'm saving the drive, finding parking, sitting there, listening to the barber's life story, the drama, the gossip, the negativity, and then I gotta drive all the way back to home or work, take a shower, and then I don't get better, I just get dumber. I wanna do things that are gonna make me smarter. Everything that I do is, how do I get smarter? How do I maximize time? How do I continue to work on only MMAs or things that I love? MMAs are money-making activities, things only you can do.
Right. You cut your own hair? We can tell. Now, look, I know I'm not really one to speak on hairlines with this widow's peak and all, but bro looks like he has 3 widow's peaks. His hairline looks like it has 3 dead husbands. I've never seen a hairline look this insane. You can't put out a video talking about bragging about cutting your own hair when your hairline is shaped like shark teeth. His hairline is shaped like the stock price of American Airlines. What is this hairline? I've never seen a hairline shaped like this. This hairline is a new shape invented by Terrence Howard to disprove the periodic table. This hairline is shaped like he cuts his hair with a toothbrush. This hairline is insane. Jagged edge ass hairline. Fucking. Bro. Instead of getting a lineup, bro gave himself a line up, line down, line up, line down, line diagonal, line down. Only Brokies go to the barber. Dude. When you said that, did you even think about what you were saying? Rich people have a barber come to them or just go to the barber because they don't want to have to cut their own hair. Sometimes I cut my own hair. Do you know why? Because I want to save money and I have a buzz cut. Yeah, I'm increasing my mindset power. Dude, when he said mindset power, I almost fucking just threw my laptop. These guys are giving me the script to make fun of. You know what I mean? Yeah, I cut my hair and listened to audiobooks to increase my mindset power. Your mindset power? It's too powerful. It's over 9,000. You're getting a fade from a barber? You're fading your mindset power. You're getting a taper on your mental capacity. You're lowering your intelligence. You're taking your brain from a 2 to a 0. Figuratively. Me, I'm getting a haircut listening to audiobooks. How do you listen to an audiobook while you're shaving your head? Bzzz. What? You can't hear anything. Bzzz. Your fucking head's rumbling. Bro's listening to Rich Dad, Poor Haircut. And he should be listening to the 48 Laws of Powerlifting because he's built like a prepubescent boy. Hey, man, maybe if you spent less time yapping at the gym and more time lifting weights, you wouldn't be built like the 45-minute mark of the movie Benjamin Button. He's built like Gru from Despicable Me. Taking this video in the gym. The nerve. Look at the fucking dork in the mirror recording him too. Hey, you got a new haircut? Who's your barber? It's me. This video is so funny.
Yeah, I get my haircut on Thursdays. Who's your guy? Me. I don't go to the barber. Only Brokies go to the barber.
Yeah.
Why would you spend an hour driving to your barber?
Who spends an hour driving to their barber? Whose barber lives an hour away from them? Who has an hour-long commute to the barber shop? A dumb fuck? Probably. Somebody who lives in the desert? Even they would maybe have a barber nearby. God, Albert. Give it up, dude. I mean, just stop with this. Just fucking stop, buddy. Okay? Go get a fucking lineup and stop posting these videos. You're never going to be Grant Cardone, dude. I bet they all make fun of him behind his back. I'm telling you, I bet that they all send each other Albert videos in the group chat making fun of him. That's too bad. Uh-oh. Okay, last video. Let me take a sip of water. Of unbranded water. All right. Last one. I don't know if this guy.
How many people in your phone could you?
Take it easy. All right, here we go.
How many people in your phone could you call right now that if you really needed it and you said, hey, could you wire me $100,000? They could do it.
Probably 4 or 5.
And John?
I got quite a lot.
John?
Same as, I'm about
Okay,
5.
here's the point of this. Most people think their net worth is the cash they have in the bank, but it's not. It's what they have access to. So if you're broke and you don't have any money, instead of trying to figure out ways to make money, figure out how to be the brokest person in your friend group. Because if you are, you will continuously level up and you will network your way to opportunities.
Got it. Hey, man, thanks for the advice on how to be the freeloader of the friend group. How many friends do you have right now that you can beg for money? If you don't have any, start making rich friends that you're only friends with because of their money, so you can ask them to borrow some. Asking a friend to borrow $100,000 is the best way to end that friendship. I don't lend any of my friends money, for the record. This is like a rule that I have for myself because I feel like anytime I loan somebody money, it just things, it might take you a while to get the money back. It's just going to muddy the friendship. And this guy thinks that you should have people in your phone that you can call and just get $100,000. And the funniest thing about this is that that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Your net worth is not the amount of money you have access to. It's the amount of money you're worth. It's the amount of money that you have in assets and liquid, not the friends that you have in their money. If my network was made up of all the friends that I have with money, I'd be a billionaire. I have some very wealthy friends. Now, do I go around calling myself a billionaire? No, but maybe I should. Maybe I should put a link in my bio so I could tell people, you don't have any money? Hell, just call your fucking rich friend up, dude. He'll spot you 6 figures. Imagine building a business relationship with somebody. Imagine building a relationship with somebody just to ask for a 6-figure loan. Dude, these finance guys are fucking hilarious, bro. These entrepreneur bros live in fucking La La Land. Where I'm from, if you borrow $100,000 from somebody and you don't pay it back quickly, they're taking your right kneecap. They're taking 3 fingers on your left hand. And then they're killing you. I mean, let me ask you guys a question.
How many people in your phone could you call right now that if you really needed it and you said, hey, could you wire me $100,000? They could do it.
Probably 4 or 5.
And John?
I've got quite a lot.
John?
I've got quite a lot. Yeah, well, I've got quite a lot of people, yeah. I've got quite a lot. So does that mean that his network is as much as that guy's? Because he could call him to call some. How far does this web go? Can he call somebody on the podcast to call somebody in their contact list to borrow money? I mean, essentially, I'm 6 degrees of separation from just calling Warren Buffett or Michael Saylor. All these guys looking at him. So is that what you did with us? You know, nobody on this podcast would let bro borrow a single fucking doll hair, for the record. You know. Also, this sounds really familiar. Oh yeah, this is a Luke Belmar bit. Luke Belmar did this same video. I've made fun of it. Imagine plagiarizing Luke Belmar. Dude. Pack it up. Pack up that podcast equipment. You're done. You've stooped the lowest you can go. I mean, and also, I'm not taking any advice from somebody wearing tight capris with boat shoes and no socks. Guy looks like he works at the register at Banana Republic, trying to fucking tell me to call my friends and ask for $100,000, or that my net worth equates to me being able to call friends and ask for $100,000. Absolute fucking loser. Okay. Last segment. The new segment that we've incorporated into the Good Luck podcast. Just Ask Gino. I've got 2 questions. We're going to go through these pretty quickly. But the first question is, what makes a great engineer? He's talking about a sound engineer. So we like to, we didn't really talk about music a lot in this week's episode. So this would be good to talk about. So, an audio engineer, obviously somebody that he's the guy that's recording the audio, does a mix of the audio, makes it sound good on the day of, A great engineer, it's a couple of things. I think the most important thing that an engineer has to be able to do is you have to blend. It's this line of like not being the main character. Like, don't be the one. Don't make yourself a thing in the room, if that makes sense. That doesn't mean disappear and don't exist, but it's not like this. The session's not about you. And I mean, and I want to be clear. I mean this in a way that like artists are very insecure, and if they don't like how they sound or something is off, they're gonna blame you. Okay. And if you try to like be the main character in the room, it's gonna turn people off, and an artists are gonna look to blame you. I know that, I don't know if that makes full sense, but let me move on. Also important, you need to be fast. You need to be fast at tracking and playlisting. This is probably the most important thing. Like, you need to be fast enough. You don't need to be fucking like as fast as me, but you got to be fast. Because if you're slow, you're holding up creativity. And sometimes creativity is like a lightning in a bottle. And if you're too slow at tracking or like adding something to something or capturing something and it's lost, oh man. And even the slowness is enough to throw off the vibe of the room. You know what I'm saying? So that's really important. And a great way to be fast is that you should have a great vocal chain and template ready to go every session. I think half of being a great engineer, maybe 70% of being a great engineer, is having like the foundation laid out that you just build on. Like, the template is so important, man. Having the vocal already at like 80% without doing anything is invaluable. And I'll be honest, like, most times people equate a great engineer to sounding good. So if you can get, and I have a great template, maybe I find like a fun way to like, but people ask me for courses and shit all the time, but like maybe I do something where I like certain super fans of the show or something, I can give them like access to the template. I don't know. We'll see. It's really important. It's super, super important. And also like vocal producing is important too. So like, remember I talked about not being the main character? As you get more close with like an artist or like you become a bigger engineer, if you start vocal producing, you do need to be a character. Like, you do need to, and it's really tough to figure out how to do this because, again, artists are insecure a lot of times, but like getting the best take out of an artist is really important. And that's, a lot of that is vocal producing. So like, people think that like artists go in there and just like do everything in one take. Most times it is like hundreds of takes. And being able to get the best take, it's really like directing. You're directing the artist, you're vocal producing the artist to get the best take out of them. And then you go through the comps and the playlist and get the best vocal, the best lead. That is an art, right? And that makes a great engineer if you know how to vocal produce. So I don't know. I hope that makes sense. I hope the main character comment didn't offend anybody. Because I'm like, a lot of people are really rude and disrespectful to engineers and like act like they don't exist and that they're just like fucking workers and employees, and like that's bullshit. They're a huge part of the creative process. But you need to, as the engineer, let the ship be steered by the songwriters and the producers and obviously the artist. And you don't want to like be imposing and like don't want to take up too much space, if that makes sense. And the last question of the Just Ask Gino segment, a great question. Somebody asked me, what's a good pair of face jewelry for a guy on a budget? And I love this question. I get a lot of people like, yo, Gino, I love the Cardis. I really want a pair. They're just like too much fucking money. I mean, they're a lot of money buying Cartiers. Like, I mean, these are super expensive, but like even a basic pair of Cardis is going to run you like $600, $500. You don't have to do that to have style. Like, obviously, anybody that says you need to buy expensive shit to be stylish is a fucking idiot and usually has the worst style. Buying expensive stuff does not mean you have style. I happen to buy expensive designer stuff because I love designer and have style. But there's not a lot of people that do that. And most people that buy expensive stuff don't have style. I only buy expensive stuff selectively that like splash the outfit. Accessories, usually. shoes, because I don't wear I only wear like 5 pair of shoes, 6 pair of shoes. So I want to, you know what I mean? Anyway, face jewelry. Let's talk face jewelry. So number one rule that I have, do not buy James Oro. Those Instagram glasses, James Oro or James Oro's sons. Happy Father's Day. Basically, they're just those fake luxury looking glasses. They're like fake Cartier. They've got like the fake gold rims and they just look like they're trying to be Cardi, but they're just so not. And I want to be polite when I say this, but I love you if you're listening to the show and I care about you. If you're wearing those glasses, you look broke. There it is. You look broke. Because it's worse than buying a cheap pair of glasses. You're trying to look like you're wearing expensive glasses. Yuck. It might not be fair. I know it's not fair. I'm just telling you what it is. Because I love you and I care about you. You might impress some people that don't know better, but the people that know better are going to look at you like this. So close. Almost. It's like buying a fake bag. Like buying a fake fucking Louis Vuitton bag on the street in Italy. And then we know it's fake. You don't want to do that. Okay. So I recommend, if you're really looking to up your eyewear, treat yourself either treat yourself to a nice pair of glasses. I know the question is like, if I'm on a budget, but like treat yourself. You should attempt to, if you really care about having a cool pair of eyewear, treat yourself to like a nice $400 or $500 pair of glasses. You're going to wear them all the time. As men, it's hard to accessorize. And a lot of guys are like scared to buy a bag. Watches are crazy fucking expensive. Bracelets are expensive. Diamonds are expensive. Like spend $400 or $500 on a pair of glasses. It'll up your whole fucking outfit. You'll feel like him wearing it. But if you're not looking to do that, because it is a lot of money, and I get that, just buy shit that you like, man. Buy stuff that looks cool to you. But what I would say is like a specific brand I really like, and it's a good benchmark. It's a brand called Infinite. I have a pair of them. The black glasses that I have, it's Infinite without an E, Infinit. Those glasses and glasses that kind of have that vibe to them I think are really cool, and they're like not too much money. They're like $70 to $100. I strongly recommend, of course, Pit Vipers. The fucking Pit Vipers. Get the pitties, dude. They're clowning. They are very in style. Also, like that racer outdoor glasses are very in style. Oakleys are coming back. They're very affordable. You can get a pair of Pit Vipers anywhere from like $40 to $70. And I'm thinking about, so these are custom, sorry, Pikachu. I'm thinking about selling these. So these are like, they're not officially Pit Viper. A follower of mine, like a guy that like loves the show, was like, dude, you need your own glasses. You should get a custom pair of Pit Vipers. These would be really clowning to sell. And they say good luck on the lens. I don't know. I'm a little conflicted on selling them, to be honest, because like they're not Pit Vipers, and like I love Pit Viper, and I don't want to be like slanging competition to Pit Viper. But it's not like they're trying to be luxury glasses. They're just like clowning glasses, you know? So maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe you want to grease up that algorithm. Let me know what you think about that. Leave a comment if it's a good idea or a bad idea. And if you'd buy them. They wouldn't be crazy expensive. Pikachu, put the fucking glasses on, dude. I need you to model these for me, dude. I mean, look how good he looks in these. You know, I'll throw them on. Yeah. So anyway, maybe you want to get a pair of these or a pair of the actual Pit Vipers. Either way, let me know what you think. Those are my thoughts on face jewelry on a budget. I mean, they look pretty fucking good, huh? And that is going to conclude our show, guys. That's going to conclude our show. Happy to answer any more questions about face jewelry. Here's what I'll do. I'm an open book. If you're a Good Luck listener, I'm an open line. If there's a pair of glasses you're looking at and hey, what would Gino think about these? I'll give you a free fucking eyewear consultation. Free face jewelry consultation to all fans of the Good Luck podcast. Just shoot me a DM on Instagram. I got you. I want to thank you for listening to episode 61 of the Good Luck podcast. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, download it to your device, and leave a 5-star review. If you're listening on YouTube or if you're watching on YouTube, well, you're going to hit the like button. I'm sorry, I completely forgot. Let me try that again. If you're watching on YouTube, and you should be watching on YouTube, hit the like button. Make sure you smash that subscribe button with all your fucking might and grease up that rhythm because you're an oil man in the comment section. And we're going to end the show with everyone's favorite segment, the AI Good Luck theme song. Guys, I want you to enjoy your week. I'll be in Spain. And think of me. Let the Good Luck AI theme song play throughout your week, just in your head on repeat over and over again. As the world continues to crumble and superintelligence inevitably kills us, and you'll be drafted to the war if you're 18 to 26, the war on superintelligence. Good night and good luck.
Everybody listen close. There's a brand new show that you gotta know. It's called
What's that?
Good Luck with Gino.
That's me.
It's gonna get you moving, get you in the zone. Good luck, good vibes, good times.
This doesn't really work.
Gino by your side.
Woo!
You'll be feeling fine.
Hey, they match Pikachu.
He's gonna bring the hype.
Woo!
So come on, let's go tune in online. Good luck, good vibes, good times.
With who?
Gino